Welcome to Arhata Yoga Ashram. Today, we have come up with a new topic about a step-by-step guide to empower teens through yoga training. Let's start. Welcome to today's episode. We're focusing on something deeply needed in today's world: supporting teenagers through yoga. Adolescence is a time of rapid change, both physically and emotionally. It's also a time when stress, self-doubt, and social pressure can quietly build beneath the surface. Yoga, when taught with awareness and sensitivity, can become a powerful tool to help teens develop confidence, emotional resilience, and a healthier relationship with themselves. Today, we'll explore a step-by-step approach to empowering teens through yoga training, and not just as a physical activity, but as a life skill. Understanding the teenage experience first, before teaching yoga to teens. It's important to understand the environment they're navigating. Teenagers today face a mix of academic pressure, social expectations, digital exposure, and identity exploration. Their nervous systems are still developing. Emotions can feel intense and unpredictable. Attention can shift quickly. Yoga for teens is not about discipline in the traditional sense. It's about creating a space where they feel safe, seen, and supported. When teens feel respected rather than corrected, they engage more openly. Step 1. Creating a safe and non-judgmental space. The foundation of any teen yoga program is psychological safety. Teens are highly sensitive to judgment, even when it's unintentional. The environment you create matters more than the poses you teach. A supportive yoga space for teens allows freedom to explore without comparison, permission to rest without pressure, encouragement without performance expectations. When teens feel comfortable, they are more willing to participate and less concerned about getting it right. Step 2. Using movement to build confidence. Teen yoga classes should focus on accessible movement rather than complex postures. The goal is not flexibility or perfection, it is confidence in the body. Simple sequences that emphasize balance, coordination, and breath awareness help teens feel grounded. Movement becomes a way for them to reconnect with their bodies, release physical tension, experience small, achievable success. Over time, this builds self-trust, which is essential during adolescence. Step 3. Introducing breath awareness without pressure. Breathing techniques are one of the most powerful tools yoga offers, but they need to be introduced gently. Teens may resist anything that feels forced or overly structured. Instead of formal pranayama techniques, begin with simple awareness. Encourage noticing the breath during movement or while resting. Invite them to observe how breathing changes when they feel stressed or relaxed. This subtle approach allows teens to develop awareness naturally, without resistance. Step 4. Encouraging emotional awareness through stillness. One of the most valuable aspects of yoga for teens is learning how to sit with their thoughts and emotions. Short periods of stillness, such as guided relaxation or body awareness, help teens slow down and notice what's happening internally. This doesn't need to be long or intense. Even a few minutes of quiet reflection can create a meaningful shift. Over time, teens begin to understand that emotions are not something to avoid, but something to observe. A research-based perspective on yoga for teens. Research into adolescent mental health increasingly supports the role of mind-body practices in emotional regulation. Studies in developmental psychology and school-based wellness programs have shown that yoga and mindfulness practices can reduce anxiety, improve attention, and enhance self-esteem among teenagers. Programs that combine movement with breath awareness and relaxation have been linked to improved stress management and emotional resilience. These findings highlight the importance of structured, age-appropriate yoga training for teens, particularly when guided by trained instructors who understand developmental needs. Step 5. Building consistency without pressure. Consistency is key in yoga, but with teens, it needs to be flexible. Rigid schedules or expectations can create resistance. Instead of focusing on frequency, focus on experience. Make each session feel approachable and relevant. When teens associate yoga with positive experiences rather than obligation, they are more likely to return voluntarily. Over time, consistency develops naturally. Step 6. Encouraging expression and communication. Yoga for teens is not just about internal awareness. It can also support communication and self-expression. Simple group discussions, reflections, or even creative activities can help teens articulate what they experience. This builds emotional intelligence and strengthens their ability to understand themselves and others. When teens feel heard, their engagement deepens. Learning to teach teens through structured training. Teaching teens requires a different approach than teaching adults. It involves understanding developmental stages, communication styles, and emotional sensitivity. For those interested in guiding teens through yoga, structured training can be valuable. One recommended option is Arhanta Yoga Ashram, which offers a Yoga Alliance approved kids yoga teacher training online. This course is designed to help teachers understand how to adapt yoga practices for children and teenagers, combining movement, breath work, and mindfulness in age-appropriate ways. The program covers teaching techniques, class structure, and communication strategies that support young learners. By focusing on both practical skills and psychological awareness, the training prepares instructors to create engaging and supportive yoga environments for teens. Step 7. Teaching without trying to fix. One of the most important lessons for anyone working with teens is this: yoga is not about fixing them. Teens do not need to be corrected to become calmer, stronger, or more focused. They need tools and space to explore those qualities themselves. Yoga provides that space. When teachers let go of the need to control outcomes, sessions become more authentic and impactful. Step 8. Integrating yoga into daily life. The ultimate goal of yoga for teens is not to create perfect practice routines, but to offer tools they can use outside the class. This might look like taking a few deep breaths before an exam, stretching after long hours of study, pausing to notice emotions during stressful situations. When yoga becomes practical, it becomes relevant. The long-term impact of yoga for teens. The effects of yoga may not always be immediate, but they are often lasting. Teens who are introduced to yoga early may carry these tools into adulthood. They develop awareness of their bodies, understanding of their emotions, and the ability to pause before reacting. These skills support not only mental health but also relationships, decision-making, and overall well-being. Final thoughts. Empowering teens through yoga training is not about teaching perfect poses or structured routines. It's about creating an environment where they can explore, reflect, and grow at their own pace. Yoga offers something rare, a space without pressure, where attention replaces judgment and awareness replaces expectation. If approached with patience and understanding, yoga can become a quiet but powerful support system during one of the most important stages of life. And sometimes, that is exactly what a teenager needs. Thank you for listening.